What is that? The body of the work of your album that is dropping tomorrow? Like we want to get to hear like.
So 𝒂𝒈𝒂𝒛𝒆 probably is just talking about growing up and understanding life. So the song itself is practically just saying life looks simple when you are young. The moment you grow up and start staying on your own, life will teach you 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒛𝒆 how to.
We are talking about the festival that is coming your way. I don't remember the last time we had a conversation with Zagaze. I have so much respect for this man. He has done so much for the industry. These are people that I feel like every time we see them, we are happy, and I feel like we have so much to learn that we need to also get to hear from him on today's edition. So today's edition is basically getting to talk about his festival, and hoping that we get to find out something from him. I would like him to give his opinion on certain things that are also happening in the industry. One Zagaze, Petersen. I don't have the perfect intro because you've done so much. I remember the last conversation we had. One of the things you mentioned, I still remember. You said you have done almost everything that an artist in Zambia dream of, and you are here right now to say you have a festival.
Yeah.
Before I officially welcome you, I would like you to answer that. The last conversation that we had, that was 2 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're saying the last time we spoke, for me, what struck me, last time we had a conversation, I think I was mentioning about I'm open to learning with other new things that have come and how these new people are doing. Yeah, but all in all, I think I've done quite a lot. And you realize that mostly every day you learn. You learn something new. And there's a lot of things that you would wish for as an upcoming artist or as an established artist. And I can be proud enough to say most of the things I think I've had a taste of putting my foot in there and have a taste of how it goes. So yeah, I think I've walked quite a mile in the last 20 years. Yeah.
Welcome on the show. Officially welcoming you. Thank you very much for allowing us to have a conversation just to get to find out about your festival.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a first edition.
No, this is like the fourth.
The fourth edition.
Yes. So we started this festival in 2022. It was at Mika Convention Center. It was in June.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And that time around we worked with DQ, that's DJ 800, and Vosen's Pub and Mika itself. And then we did our second one, which was grew 3-4 steps forward. We had it at Levy Junction, which was 2023. So that was our second one. And our third one was last year in the showgrounds, 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 to hear you say this is more like a first one, to hear you thinking or relating to it to a first one, is encouraging, because now I understand we are reaching to people that never knew this was happening, which is what we've been chasing for a long time, to catch new attention every year. There are people that didn't even know that it was there last year or any other year. Some of them are like, okay, now you've started this. Do you see it going on and over and over? I'm like, okay, cool. This is our fourth one, and it's a good plus. It's a good plus, really.
It doesn't get to you when you hear people not knowing about your festival,
because at you don't expect everyone to know about you. So many are the time that you meet people that don't know you, and they are looking at you like, I don't know, and they say, it's Petersen. Oh, maybe they've heard, maybe they've never heard. So every day, it's possible that you meet someone who doesn't know about you. As an artist, but I've existed for about 20 years in the industry. So what about a festival that is just 4 years, and the previous years were not, the previous 2 years were not successful as the last year one. So last year when we looked at people, we were like, wow, I think now people know that this is going on. And this year when we had certain people calling in to come in for sponsorship, we're like, now people know. Last year it was a different story. I think we were just working with 2 people that were willing to push in something. But this year, I think we have quite a good number of people that are willing to work with us and have pushed in, and we are quite in a good shape right now. Yeah.
What is the Zaga Fest? Again, in as much as it's the 4th edition, I know someone might be watching this conversation for the first time and they're hearing the festival for the first time. What is the Zaga Fest? Like, how do you want people to describe it?
Okay, so the first idea is that I lived quite in an industry where I wasn't an artist that was being hired by a lot of people, even at the time that I was like top-notch prime. So most of the shows I used to organize myself.
You were an artist, organizing your own show. You were an artist.
Yeah, organized. Like all the tours I've done in Eastern Province, I think it's only one where I was hired. Like 2006, that's when somebody hired me. But all the trips that I've gone to Eastern Province, I actually organized those shows. Maybe apart from the most recent one was 2020 in 𝒂𝒦𝒂𝒛𝒆 Music Festival, where I was hired by Onion and Greens. But I've gone to Eastern Province like 2 times every year, and all those shows are shows that I've organized myself. Same with Livingston, same with Western Province, and a lot in Lusaka. There are a number of shows where I've been hired, but most of the shows that I've ever had, like 65 or 70% of the shows that I've had in my career were organized by me. Even my launch, the first one, the second one, the first one I did it with John Doe, the second one I did it with JK, the third one I did it alone, and from there most of the shows I've done myself. Then I reached a level where I felt like I needed to celebrate myself and celebrate the achievements and incorporate people. So the idea of Zaga Fest is probably creating something that we are able to celebrate with artists from Malawi, Zimbabwe, Namibia, East Africa, and even world over. And even in our the first show, we had a DJ from an artist and DJ from Botswana, DJ Latimi. We had DJ from Namibia, an artist, Singje, they would call him, from Namibia, DJ Sia.
Very big DJ.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, who also came in 2022. So with Sia, I would say this is one of my own product as an artist. Like, yes, I did create and work with other artists like in Zambia, like OC, Shaiman Shaizo, Kaladoshas and that. But I still crossed borders and met Sia. He was a DJ when I would go for shows in Namibia. But because we clicked, I was like, you can take this a higher notch and start producing. Have some people sing your choruses and do the chants or sing a beat and done. But now he's a complete artist and quite a very achieved, accomplished person. So that is mostly Zaga Fest, about celebrating with friends from the industry, whether within Zambia or outside Zambia. So I have friends like in Kenya, Nameless and Waire, that I believe one of these days I'll bring around for the Zaga Fest. Tay Green, I met Tay Green in 2008. Now he's quite a good household name in Zambia. He's been a friend even when I would like mention him here and no one knew about him. And I had boys in Zimbabwe like Levels and DJ Fantan and Dr. Ribe. And this is the family that we want to celebrate with and just unite the continent or the world over through Zaga Fest. So Zaga is just a feel good feeling and recognizing humanity.
20 years, do you still feel like you're celebrated enough with the input that you've done for the industry?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with I'm not really obsessed with being celebrated. I have learned to celebrate myself, and I have learned to work with what I have and the attention I have. I'm one of the few artists that is able to walk in town without being crowded and cause commotion. But I know they are my fans and they love my music. At any time, if I had a concert, they would come and support. So there's always a different a relationship that I've created with the people out there. Yeah.
In your prime, let's have this conversation. In your prime, when you were at your highest prime as an artist, what is something that you felt like you wish you knew that you know now?
Mostly, when I was like at prime, the only thing that I wish was different from now is how Zambian people and companies support Zambian music now. Not really what I knew. What I knew is mostly like, yes, there are certain things that I've learned over the years, but the biggest thing that I really always wish for, like, I think this support should have been there, like, way back, where you're able to see a company that sells plots give a plot to an artist because you are happening and they want to relate with your brand. You understand? Where you're able to see companies really willing to sponsor. And yes, we used to have sponsors, but not at the level that it's happening now. So it is just a matter of trying to say, wow, I wish this was the same way. But it's the good part is that we are still alive and we're here and we're still able to knock the doors much easier and better now because we don't have to introduce ourselves too much. Maybe it's just a matter of mentioning your name. They might not recognize your face. Then you mention your name. Then they remember. Then you start the conversation from there. Yeah.
Let's talk about your brand new song. Something that I was watching this morning as you were coming through. I was just going through the song, reading some comments. A lot of people were excited to see that someone's dropped. Is that like super new, or is something that you just decided to get to drop for your people?
Okay, so I have an album called 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒈𝒂𝒛 that's gonna be live on all streaming platforms on Saturday.
It's dropping.
Yeah, on Saturday. That's like on Saturday. That's like tomorrow.
Controversial.
So
𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒈𝒂𝒛.
yes, 𝑬𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒈💂.
Okay.
So the first song on the album is called 𝑦𝒑𝒂𝒂, which is the video that everyone is watching right now.
Okay.
And I think we'll have a few more other videos because I think I'm one of the artists that survived in the industry really with just music and not having videos. So I remember in 2008 we had a concert in Blantyre, me, Nameless, Tay Green, Girl Level from Namibia, Buffalo Soldier from Zimbabwe, with 𝒂𝒐 from Nigeria, and everyone was showing their videos. And I was quite very big in Malawi then, like very, very big. And then they're like, let's see your videos. And I say, I don't have videos, but I'm big. And Nameless looks at me and goes like, what? In your country, your music can make it big without a video? I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And there are a lot of others like me. But now, people want to see visuals really. Now we have caught up with what Nameless was telling me, like, oh, you are still there on that stage. But now almost everyone, you can even survive by just doing one song, one video, do proper promotion into it, concentrate on just one song and survive in your career until it looks like it's fading, do another one again and everything. I think that's where the level is. Everyone is just doing singles. Yeah, but there are some of us that would want to also drop a body of work. Because you have got probably maybe a lot of things to talk about. One, two, maybe because of orientation is something that you are used to. And yeah, so once in a while you do a single and put a video to it, like 𝒂𝒑 Boy was just a single and had a video to it. Life 𝑦𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒛𝒆 in 𝗭𝗔𝗚𝗔 was just a single and a video to it. So trying to follow and learn the new trends and everything like that. But I think at the end of the day, you still also want to do what you're used to.
What is that, the body of the work of your album that is dropping tomorrow? Like we want to get to hear like.
So 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒈𝒂 probably is just talking about growing up and understanding life. So the song itself is practically just saying life looks simple when you are young. The moment you grow up and start staying on your own, life will teach you 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒈𝒂𝒛𝒆, how to calculate everything.
Yeah.
You start looking at angles and everything like that. Somebody does something, you start thinking, why did he say that? Why is he going that side? So if you look at it in this angle, what does it mean? So if somebody even does something for you, so I even give an example, say if somebody does something for you for free, you start asking yourself, why aren't you so in the charity? You know, because we do a lot of things for charity for free. You know. So Katoa you is just a general life experience, and the first song is a gospel song, the second song is Sokatoa, the second song is a love song that more about like a wedding song. Then we have Lewanika more, which is just about how people are dressing and just the same social commentary that Petersen is known for. We have what is called the land of work and joy, where we're just talking about the drama in Zambia. Like you sleep a bit, you wake up, there's something that is shocking you in the land of work and joy. There's also what we call escape from Sobibo, which is just like running away from a toxic relationship.
No feature? Collabo?
I feature, there's one song which is like the third last song. There are 16 songs, so song number 14 is a dancer song that features an artist from Choma called Zanda, an artist from Kafue called Maji Spider, an artist from within Lusaka called Patije, and another one also from Lusaka called Goodson Chizo. It's strictly dancer, so I just have one feature, like one song that features me.
We have youngsters making buzz about, I don't know if you heard the Drifta song.
Catch you off for good, Zaga.
Yeah. He made a line about your dreadlocks. The reason why I'm asking about that is, who was that Petersen when you had dreads? And who is this?
Okay, so sometimes...
is there a difference?
Very much. In a sense that sometimes having knowledge about certain things limits you on how much you can express yourself. The Petersen with dreads was just reckless. He was just a young guy enjoying life and saying everything as he wishes without thinking about the reparations that come with that, or the debate that comes with that, the consequences that come with that. It was just free. And I think that Petersen would swim and enjoy controversy and people talking about him, because probably maybe he was younger and was really looking for attention, for people to talk about him, for people to know he's an artist. He still had a lot to prove to people that he's one of the artists that can be in this game, on this industry for a long time. I remember having a song called Stoga that brought a lot of commission debates, NGOs and everything like that. But Petersen enjoyed the fact that the same Stoga ended up him being at BBC in London, at Bush House, having that conversation about the song, which I think this Petersen would rather be in for a debate or a conversation for the right reasons, not really because you stepped on someone's toes. That dreadlocks Petersen would laugh about it and just say "Puyaka" or "blissed" about it. You know.
So let's try to imagine if that Petersen back then, who had dreadlocks, was back again into time now and was doing a festival. I just wanted to get the difference, and was doing the festival back then. How would you handle this festival in comparison with the current one?
I think then, because that Petersen won't worry about how to package it, because the fans are still younger also. They are able to just come to a function and stand in a venue with just a stage and 2 lights or something, and sing 2-3 songs and jump around and leave. And that Petersen won't worry about timekeeping to say we're going to start at 16 and end at midnight. That Petersen probably will come at 23 and end the show at 02. That Petersen would just do what he wants because he knows whether whatever it is, people will just come because he's Petersen at that moment and it's happening. So there are a lot of reckless decisions that Petersen was going to make, which I know that Petersen made because I think I was with him and I learned life through him. This Petersen is putting in consideration that the type of people that are coming to watch the show because of the lineup are people that need to be home before midnight or by midnight. Are people that have got farms. I have to drive to the farm the following day or two. You know, I've got families. People that have got responsibilities and they're not going to come into a football pitch like we used to do it back in the days at Barclays Sports Complex. You just put the stage. Everyone else comes to stand and watch you. This Petersen is thinking of, we need to have the octave circle, which is called the golden circle, where people can sit properly. We need to have a VIP section. We need to have the ordinary of people that want to be free and just enjoy life, but with dignity and respect from the guy who's organizing the show. Yeah, so there would be a lot of things that would be different. And then that Petersen, of course, would be surviving on maybe 10 songs, because that Petersen with Dreadlocks only had about 2 albums. But this Petersen has got a catalog.
Very strong one.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe in remarks, the other thing I also want to get find out from you, the Zaga Fest is on. I've been seeing you posting the lineup of the people that are coming for the Zaga Fest. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? I know a lot of people.
That's what we could only do. For the past 2 months, all we could do was just to introduce the festival to people and introduce the lineup. We couldn't really go in loud because one of our brothers was having a festival again. And I think it was just reasonable that they own the noise at that moment. We are visible, but we are not as loud as possible. So now, I think it's a different ballgame. I think everyone will see billboards and banners and TV and radio and social media adverts everywhere, because now we know we only have about 15 days to the show. Yeah.
When the legendes like you, we call them legends, but we call them legendes like you, are investing in live music, the current generation are doing what you used to do, maybe. Why do you feel like it's important that the current generation needs to know that live music is what they need to make sure that they need to practice more?
On the contrary, with me, I feel like everyone has to go through the process. And it's only fair not to pressure someone who's just 5 years or 6 years in the industry and still figuring out. The first 2 years, 3 years are a shock because you're still dealing with fame. And you still have fears of, maybe I won't be here for a long time, maybe the next song I drop is not going to be good. So there are a lot of other fears that you're still dealing with.
Do I have to mess up for me to understand something?
You need to go through there are few things that you can learn by watching others. But a lot of things in life we are always learned through experience. You understand them better. It is a very fun example is about marriage. When they just tell you from afar, hey, you just hear. But when you go through it, you reason differently and you understand. So your way you handle things is different. So live music is good. But everything that an artist does, he does it because of what the audience he does it for loves. At 23 years, when I did Mnyaule or Bobojan, my fans were not worried about real guitars playing and everything like that. They just wanted to come to the show and sing Mnyaule and shout a blister. Stressing me to start packaging myself like Maureen Landa on that day or the Sakara brothers then was just going to stress me because I wasn't going to go through the process. I've gone through the process. I've performed with the Flash. I've performed with the CD. I've performed with DJ number 1, DJ number 2, up to 2012 when I switched into live. Mastering live is quite a long process because you learn every day. Even when you figure out what you figure out, you still hear 3, 4 people that are uncomfortable with certain things that you've made part of your brand and the way you perform. So you still learn, oh, okay, so there are people that want me to finish a song from A to Z, I sing it all. And there are people that feel like, this is live, we can't waste time, you're just you know. But like they say, kukula, no one comes to play the drum in your ears. So even the artists, the newer artists that people want to pressure about doing live, there should come at a time when it's just automatic that you start letting say, okay, now I have to change my way of packaging. Because the people that are today loving what you're doing right now, 5 years, 7 years from now, they will have kids, they would want to roll differently. They also want to feel like, I've grown, I want to sit in a chair and watch some guy play guitars. So they love you, they've grown with you, they would also want you to grow. The challenge is also growing with your fans and also giving them what they want. It's not a crime to try to tap in the newer ones, but it's always a big crime not to grow with your fans and be the person that you've become with the fans, what the fans have become. If I was able to make a show at East Point or Breakpoint in 2007 or 2008, and my fans will come there, I don't expect them that they haven't grown in life. Nowadays they've got farms. Nowadays they are sitting in 6 miles to whatever, 10 miles, Mungwi Road, 𝑦𝒑𝒐, Shimabala. Oh, so when they want to come for a show, they are not coming to stand at Breakpoint again. They want maybe to sit in a hotel, in an auditorium and watch me perform. Buy the drinks, sit with their wives, because now they are respected in society. So things move with time. And wishing that a 27-year-old guy should package himself like my elder brother, Moses Sakala, is just stressing. Yes, there are a few that will do that music and play guitar, but let people be young, let people flirt with the industry at their age. Beyonce, Asha, everybody, they were not rolling the way they are rolling today. Yeah.
Something to learn from. The dates of the festival, the venue, when is it happening?
So we are in the showgrounds in Polofield B on Saturday the 27th of September. That's the day before my birthday. Yeah, so Zaga Fest always happened around my birthday. Last year it was on my birthday. This year is the day before earlier. We think next year it will be 2 days earlier, then the other year it will be on the actual birthday. So showgrounds, Polofield B on Saturday the 27th of September. The gates open at 16 hours, and we've made a lineup for some people that haven't been seen on the scene for a long time, like Camouflage, the guy that did Beyonce and Katenge. We've also brought in Ghetto Link, the guys that made music for the future years ago, but when you play it now, you feel like this is the right time this music should have come out. We brought them in. We brought in Wile Nalibombele Mwisho. There's Maureen Lilanda, our auntie guru, and quite a mature sound. We've also brought in Amayenge Asola, which is more like the original sound of Zambian music. You should understand that Amayenge has 3 faces. Amayenge used to be Julizia band. Amayenge used to be New Crossbones, and Amayenge is Asoza. And we have Afunika for the ladies and Israel. I always stick to Exile. So yeah. So Israel and Afunika. We also have Nasty D for that happiness and laughter. And I'm not sure if I've forgotten anyone, but there's Petersen Zagaze there as well. Yeah. On top of my head, if I've missed someone, I'll make sure that I mention them 7 times on my Facebook page. Let me ask a different question. I know I asked about this, the Zagaze Petersen who had dreadlocks. Now we're talking to Petersen. This Petersen who's doing a festival. There's another Petersen that is also talking about current affairs, a political person.
The reason why I'm asking you this question is because some people don't understand that there are different brands that an individual gets to push. There are people that gets to mix your brand, an artist, a politician, that Petersen that had dreadlocks. Is there a way that you feel like the public need to understand, saying you're different on how you handle things? There's different
Mostly, yeah,
brands that
because
you get to push.
on a show like this one, where I've come to talk
Music.
about the Zagafest, I'll keep it Zagafest.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a different day, maybe I'll talk about another topic. But for now, it's Petersen Zagaze, original Zam dance or Emperor, the baddest himself, representing for the girl them and the dance of fraternity.
Yeah.
The baddest ever to do it.
All right, so maybe your remarks to the viewers who are watching, why should they come for the Zagafest?
Zagafest, because you're going to have Kalindula, the original Zambian music there, through Amayenge Asoza. These are heavyweights, people that the pioneers of Zambian live music. In fact, they father it. We go there to learn on how to run a band. We have Mozegeta Chiunda boy, somebody who created his own sound, and a patriotic Zambian who's supported the Zambian national soccer team for a longest period of time, and is a stage killer. So why people should come to this Zagafest is because it is not just a concert where you know the songs and you sing along. It's a concert that is built of performance. So we are not just bringing artists that have got songs that you know and you used to listen to a long time ago. We've actually put a package of artists that can perform and entertain the night. There's a difference between having a festival where you just see guys standing and holding their waist all, singing along and creating songs, and actually having a concert where artists are performing.
Okay,
proper.
yeah. So speaking about that, the Zagafest, I'm having myself some tickets that you guys need to get yourself these tickets as well. I'm checking out. Ordinary is 200.
Yeah. So ordinary is 200, VIP is 400, and the 𝑑𝒆𝒕𝒆, which has got a limited number and closer to the stage within the barricades, and on some tables there's 800 kwacha.
Yeah, concerns also again some of the shows that we've attended. People have been complaining, saying it's rare that we see VIP being VIP, because after show chikalira udaba kuma 22 kuma double atima ordinary ambogera mu.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's also a concern.
That concern is always happens when the demarcation between the VIP and the ordinary is barricades that people can push down. But for those that attended our previous Zagafest, realized that we actually built a game wire, which is this height, just to make sure that it can never be pushed down. It really separates VIP and ordinary. And we try by all means to package the ordinary in a way that they don't feel they need to rush and stand that side. Just to enjoy the space and feel like wherever we are all good. The sound is reaching, the music is there, and the environment. They've got access to clean lavatories. They've got access to water. They've got the best food from the vendors. There's no shortage of alcohol. So when there's shortage of alcohol, I think, and beverages and food and all, probably the limited number of toilets, and that's what makes a lot of people want to go to where they can access that. But we've created an ordinary that is worth the price. You should realize that last year our ordinary section was 150 kwacha, but now because of what we've added to the ordinary section that wasn't there last year, enough lighting, enough vending, enough lavatories, enough bins, and a continuous team that is cleaning as people are having fun. You're not going to step on a bottle that's going to roll and make you fall. They're a team that is just cleaning continuously. As you drop your bottle, they are picking and throwing in bins and everything. So whether you're in VIP and ordinary and octave, I think the treatment is still respectful, because we understand you come with us from a very long time, and you're an elderly person who deserves to be respected. The only difference is just the segments that the others are quite right in the speakers next to the stage. The others are VIP and quite probably there's other incentives like chairs. That's the only thing that's different.
I know people that can enjoy. I know people that can be able to afford VIP, but is it enjoy
ordinary? Yes, I know a lot.
At event,
Yeah.
Nikuchintu wingi.
Yeah.
But Mr. Petersen, Zagaze, thank you very much for coming through right here. We're counting down to the festival. Something that I personally can't miss.
You need
to come through,
You need to.
experience the moment, as well as the album,
Yeah.
which is dropping this Saturday. Something that I'm also looking forward to.
I think it's a good project because it has got not it's not diluted by any other feeling but myself.
Yeah.
For the longest of time, I've always been trying by all means to reach a time where I can produce my own music. And when I did 𝒂𝒂𝒦𝒂𝒛𝒆 tonight, I was like, I think I can lock myself in. I did 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒛𝒆 for myself. Yeah. So I think I told myself I can now sit in a room and create music for myself how I want it. So the whole production on this album is done by me, mixing and mastering and everything. So that where everybody is enjoying is my interpretation of what a gospel song should be like.
From the body of the work that you mentioned, I'm looking forward to the one that you said, Land of Work and Joy.
Yeah.
You've been an artist that talks about Zambian situations that happen.
Yeah.
The Spartacus type of arrangement.
Yeah.
I'm now looking forward to look at the album cover.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward. I hope I get to see the Zagaze that I know for all these years.
Oh, the album cover.
The album cover
is as simple as 𝒂𝒏.
But 𝒂𝒏 is not simple.
It's just angles, 90 degrees, and all that. It's different from 2x equals shan.
Yeah, it was great having a conversation with you. So we'll count down to the festival album. Go stream it if it's going to be in any platform.
Yeah.
Are we putting it on Boomplay though?
For me, I dropped my music with a company in France, a distributor in France. So there was
Not Spotify.
There was a time that I dropped all my music from all online platforms, so that I work with this company. So this distributor puts it on all music platforms that ever exist in the world. So either Spotify, Deezer, Boomplay, and everything like that. They put and they get the royalties themselves and do the splitting with me. Yeah. So I do not have a problem with any streaming platform. My music is handled by Amuse, and they do quite a good job. And all my music, all my albums are there. There are even a few compilation albums that I've put there, like 𝑧𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒃, where I picked all these songs that were not in any album and made a 𝑧𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒃 album. So Wind Your Body Girl, Commander Kuri Boring, 𝑐HIBERONI Capital, and all these are in a very good project that is doing quite well. And you can see the competition between 𝑧𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒃 and Bobojan and Job 1313 when it comes to streaming. So all my works now are like when you go whether Spotify, whether you go to Apple Music, whatever it is, and you write Petersen Zagaze album, 9 albums will show up. Yeah.
Nice.